Welcome to the No Excuses Show. I am Ewa Eckert and I am your host. This is a powerful motivational message on how to have the no excuses mindset. Are you looking to create better discipline, energy, and confidence in your life so you can stop making excuses and take massive action in your life so you can become happier, healthier, and more congruent with your mission? If yes, this show is for you. For those of you who are a badass already, and those of you who want to become a badass and learn how to apply the no excuses mindset in the main areas of your life, like mind, body, business, and also your relationships. In this show, I share real life situations, experiences, ideas on how the no excuses mindset helps me and my freak family to achieve success. By having me as your accountability coach, you will be able to finally discover the power of self-belief and self-discipline so you can stop making excuses and create the life you truly desire by being the best version of you. Will you take the necessary steps to implement what you are learning here so you can get to the next stage of your life? It's totally up to you and you only, and no one else. But I encourage you today to take ownership and strive to live your life to the fullest with the no excuses mindset. Hello friends and welcome to No Excuses Show episode number 75. I am Ewa Eckert and I am your host. Are you looking to create a better discipline, energy, and confidence in your life so you can stop making the excuses, take massive action in your life so you can become happier, healthier, and more congruent with your mission? If yes, this show is for you. For those of you who are a badass and for those of you who want to become a badass and learn how to apply the no excuses mindset in all main areas of your life, like mind, body, business, and relationships. In this show, I share real life situations, experiences, ideas on how the no excuses mindset helped me and my freak family achieve success. By having me as your accountability coach, you will be able finally to discover the power of self-belief and self-discipline so you can stop making the excuses and create the life you truly desire by being the best version of you. So let's roll, people. Hello. At the same time as my freak family is doing their live show. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Yes, hello Pam, and this is actually the topic that I'm going to be talking about today, the 24-hour challenges. Just in generally speaking, challenges, guys. A lot of people think, as they are, that the life is a challenge. What would you describe actually life as? If I would have asked you a question, what do you think the life is? What your answer would be? I mean, life has challenges, right? And the whole idea of is overcoming these challenges. I believe that the challenges are obstacles, are logs in front of us in our journey that are placed there by universe for a reason. You might not agree with this, but this is my own version. This is what I feel. And let me tell you why. I believe that the logs and the obstacles are there for a reason because the universe, first of all, wants to see, are you strong enough for what's coming after? Are you powerful enough to get what's coming for you? Are you resilient enough? Because this is just one mountain. You're gonna go to the higher mountain. You're gonna achieve more success, and you have to work harder, be more resilient, be tougher, be freaking a badass, more badass than you are right now, because those are stepping stones. That's what I believe, that the universe is sending us, these obstacles that we need to see. It's asking you, the universe is asking you, are you worth it? And all of us can think that we all are worth it. I believe that we are, but so many people give up too quickly. So if you get a no as an answer, are you pushing hard enough? Are you going forward? Are you climbing another mountain? Or are you just getting discouraged? And that's what we want to discuss today. So this Saturday, March 25th, for those of you who will be watching this show on YouTube later, March 25th, 2023, we will be having another 24-hour challenge. And we've done these challenges with our family. And what we have done, I even made a list today just so I wouldn't miss on those. We did 24-hour push-up challenge as a family. We did 24-hour weightlifting. We did 24-hour bike riding. We did 24-hour hike. And now this Saturday, we will be hosting 24-hour challenge, PFT challenge. And what's the PFT stands for? Physical fitness test. 1 mile run, 100 push-ups, 100 crawl-outs, 100 squatters. That's one block. And now think about it. This whole thing has to be repeated for 24 hours straight. And why am I even sharing this with you? You're going to be like, what is this? Well, we created these challenges as our freak family to stretch ourselves. Like, think about it, any kind of challenge that you have done. Maybe it's a Spartan race. Maybe you join a weight loss challenge. Maybe you enter any type of challenge. Maybe more like a mind challenge. Maybe you took part in some course. What happens when you're being challenged? You entering the uncomfortable zone. First of all, right? You in an unknown subject. Maybe something that you've never tried before. Usually that's what it is. Like, we've never done 24-hour PFT. Have we been preparing for this? Yes, we've done some runs. We've done some, and this run is actually happening live on our street. We've done crawl outs, we've done push-ups, we've done squat rows. So we've been preparing, but we haven't done exactly 24 hours. So we don't know how we're going to feel. So when you enter the challenge, what is the reason why we have to challenge ourselves? Why we should be choosing hard things? Because you're going to be stretched out to the point that you probably have never been. It can be for your mind, for your physical, for your body, right? That's the whole idea. But why do we do that? Why do we enter challenges, any kind of challenge? Because think about it. When you enter a challenge, first of all, it's unknown. You don't know how your body, how your mind will respond. But then you're going to start facing the devil inside of you. That's what it is. You're facing the weaker side of you. And I've mentioned this stuff in the past in my other videos, because when you get tired, when you get exhausted, the voice in your head will start wanting to whisper to you, whisper, quit, buddy. It's too hard. You gotta just quit. You know what? You've done enough. You hear me? Those are the whispers. There's the voice in your head. We always have these two voices. I always talk about it. There is the strong side, the weaker side. Anytime you want to get the challenge, anytime you want to try something new, you always are like, okay, I'm going to go for it, but what if? What if this stuff is not going to work? What if people say no to me? What if I'm just going to quit? Well, just try. Just show up and try. That's what we need to do. And that's the whole point, guys. You are going to face the demons. That's what it is. And you know what? As I was thinking about this whole week, and I'm thinking about the challenge, and I know which parts will be hard because I've done different 24-hour challenges, but I don't know how my body will respond. Am I going to be able to run the whole time, or I have to switch to walking? Like, I want to be like real and rational about this thing. So I thought to myself, I would like to, my goal for this would be 15 times the whole block, which is 1 mile run, 100 push-up, 100 squat rest, 100 crawls. I would like to do this 15 times in a 24-hour period. So I have some time to recover. You can't go all speed, all out. You have to be smart about it because you need to distribute your energy for a long period of time. But let's go back to this challenge again for a second. Think about the recent challenges that you've done. What did the challenge teach you? Like, it really teaches you what you are made of. It teaches you when you meet that weaker side, which all of us have, like, what is the self-talk? It teaches you that pain is just physical, that we can suppress the pain, that we can keep pushing besides the pain. It teaches you also that working in a group, it gives you support, because we're not going to be alone. We're going to have people coming in here. That people that are there, they can help you along the journey. It teaches you also that this is a marathon. This is a long run, that this is not a sprint. Like when we talk, even like with running any kind of business, you don't do a sprint and you stop. Running a business and being successful in personal development, whatever you do, it's a long term. This will take time. So it teaches you all these things that you otherwise would not even imagine. You are face to face with a huge obstacle, and now how are you going to resolve it? Are you going to give up, or are you going to keep pushing? Are you going to adjust what you need to do in order for you to finish so you not quit? Because those are the points that you need to face. And in order for us to face them, we need to be challenged. So are you challenging yourself enough? You see, we haven't done this challenge for a long time because I had a surgery and we were recovering. But our challenge last year was to complete 365 days of workout. And you might not agree with this. This is okay. This is what we want to do. And look, this 7 days of a workout can be an intense hike for us, in order for us to hike, for instance, count as a workout, it needs to be at least 3 hours of intense hike. So we did over 20,000 steps last time, and I burned 500 calories. We were at the My Zone belt. If you don't know where it is, send me a DM. I can send you a picture of what it is. It's a really cool device. It shows you how hard you work, which zone you're working. So easy, steady, a nice pace up the hill, and it was over 20,000 steps. So that's count as a workout. But we haven't done those, right? So what we did last year, the latest challenge that we did was an overnight walk that we did. And it was another thing, I remember, guys, this was crazy. We were doing, bunch of us was doing this walk, and some of you were baking and preparing for the Christmas, and because this was right before Christmas Eve, and bunch of us badasses were doing that walk in Chino Hills, including Bedros and Dee Kulian, a bunch of awesome people that love challenges and love to push hard. And I remember we stepped by this restaurant on the side because people wanted to use the restaurant. Some people wanted to buy dinner. And we sat at the table because we would not want to buy anything. There was a kind of like a healthy fast food place. And we were like, well, we don't eat this stuff. So we're just going to sit. And I fall asleep sitting down. My eyes closed and I fall asleep. And I heard the laugh. My kids, and Steve was laughing. And he's like, she fall asleep sitting with mouth open. Can you imagine? It was pretty funny. But that's how exhausted I was that this happened. And you don't know what's going to come at you with these challenges. So it's all about stretching yourself. And going hard. Either for some people, the hard thing might be just to join another course, another personal development, joining mastermind groups, going on Zoom with coaches and sharing them being vulnerable, because that's uncomfortable zone for some people. But I just want to inspire you today to please do something challenging. Do something challenging, something different. Go and freaking purchase the ticket. Move to another state. Do something outrageous. And I will be sharing soon with you what outrageous things I have planned. And I did them. But I don't want to release this until the challenge is done. And that's going to be on my next talk next week. I did it. It was a spur of the moment. I created it. I did it. And it's all done. So stay tuned, because this is an awesome thing. And it's only for girls.
So stay tuned. It's not for the boys, it's only for girls. So what else this particular challenge made us actually do? It's not only us that we had to train for it. We're talking about the environment that we had to change. So think about this. If you do any challenge sometimes, maybe, I don't know, you're running a meeting at home and you need to clean the house, you need to declutter, you need to organize. You're gonna be like, I'm having people here, I cannot have this house in a mess. I'm not saying that my house is in a mess. I am the one that always walks around and say, clean this, clean that, fix this, fix that. I think this is just what women do. We like to have clean homes. Are you on board with me? You know what I'm talking about. I like it because that makes I am just not stressed then. That's what it is. I like the clean environment. So we fixed the ping pong table, which has been broken for like freaking 4 months. We gonna be fixing the ice bath that we have outside. It's been literally having black side inside. We decluttered, we organized the garage. The garage will be scraped and cleaned and disinfected. And I'm just being honest with you here. We keep the house clean, but this is another level of doing things. Going in between those little things that you normally you would miss, or you would be like, let's do this another time. I don't need that. It actually, a challenge makes you be more focused, more organized, more disciplined, more. We can add anything that you want to the list because that's how I see it. Because it really went over the environment, like literally, it changes everything around us. I got the lights fixture fixed. I mean, everything, literally. And this is all good. This is all for a reason, because people are coming in, want to make sure that we have a safe environment for them, for us. So think about it, like the challenge that you're doing. Those are little things, but sometimes those things you overlook. You don't even realize that maybe it's time to do that. And challenge can cause you to do that. Depends on the challenge. Like think about it. When you do a weight loss challenge, don't you want to go to your pantry and throw out all the nasty stuff? If you're doing a weight loss challenge, if you want to lose weight, you want to get rid of anything that your saliva would be like coming out of your mouth the moment you would see this in your pantry, like a freaking zombiac. You want to get rid of this stuff because you know that if you don't, you might fail the challenge. Correct? Exactly. So it's the same thing. Like in the fridge, you're going to get rid of the bad things. You're not going to be going to the restaurants. You're going to be more mindful about what restaurants you're choosing. Which people are you meeting? Those are the things. And this goes into your environment. So think about it, that one challenge spreads out into other areas of your life. Look how awesome that is. But so many people not think that far. So one big decision create other great decisions, right? One big life change creates the small life changes that comes to that big picture. I always see this as a picture of like puzzles. And in order for you to create the full picture, you need to find these little pieces. And those are the small little victories. Those are the small little changes. Those are the small little challenges that you need to plug it into your big, beautiful picture. And you keep moving forward. And that's what it's all about. So as you look at the puzzle and you try to resolve it and you try to put these pieces together, you think, okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to give up. I am going to be consistent, and I'm just going to be doing piece by piece, looking at the picture as it's being created, along with the little small pieces that I have on the side. And this whole episode, when I was thinking about this challenge, and I'm like, this is so awesome, and we are so blessed that we can do that. But you can do it as well with us. You just need to send me a DM and we will get you the link of registration. You need to register yourself for for the challenge, and you can do the challenge with us on the big screen. Why not? So don't forget that this is doable. You can run on a treadmill. You can run in your own neighborhood. It doesn't matter. And then for the time being, you're going to be just doing push-ups, squat rest, and crawl out. Why not? This can be just your workout for the day. And that's what I was saying to people. Don't think like you need to stay for 24 hours. Nobody is telling you that you have to do it. It's up to you. It's up to you to admit yourself in any challenge. But those who actually face the challenge and look for the challenge, those are the people that grow in life. That's growth. So become uncomfortable. Don't be that person that just sits in the same spot, in the same place where they live, in the same job. Just challenge yourself, change something, be uncomfortable. What's the worst thing that could happen in your life? Like, come on. This brings a memory of me when I was at my university. And I passed the test to the University of Physical Education. I spent 5 years on this university. Actually, I have to say that it was 6 years because I missed 1 year because I came to America and the professor didn't want to take me back. And I had to kind of start the year over, which was a blessing. We always can flip the switch on everything, right? So I remember I had to swim during the test to actually pass to this university. We had to swim any style. And I was like, oof, thank God that I know how to swim. And I swim and I passed the test. But then what happened during the first year, we had to do athletic sports. I have hurdles, high jump, javelin throw, the long jump, you name it. This was all things that my brain didn't comprehend. When I passed the test, I didn't even think that I'm gonna be pushed to do sports that I had no clue about, that I've never tried in my life, that some freaking coach will tell me to run and flip my back backwards so I can jump higher than my height is. And that's what I'm talking about. This whole university that I went through, it was such a challenge, guys. It was physical education. And I've done sports that I've never done in my life. Never, ever. They were pushing us to the point that I would sweat in the water. Have you ever sweat in the water? If not, you gotta do this. Swim for an hour and a half straight without stopping, and you will sweat in the water. So there were constant challenges. And at this time, I remember I was so pissed. I was so angry that I have to do it. And I'm like, why do I need to do this? Why I have to do these sports? Why? And I was always asking myself why I have to do it. I came here for a different reason. And nobody never explained it to me that, listen, you have to do this. You have to prove yourself that you're better than you think. You have to stretch yourself so far out that it will be painful. It will be uncomfortable. It will be to the point like you wanted to quit. Nobody never explained this to me. At least I just don't remember. But what I wanted to point out to you is that sometimes when we are in a challenge, either challenge that it's fulfilled by you, by your own needs, or it's pushed upon you, it's voluntary, especially when it's pushed upon you, I would say, we feel resistant, right? We are resistant to change. Instead of like, how can I improve? What can I do to get better? We kind of mop and moan and like we complain and we just say all these things. And I remember that's how I was. And that's why now that I'm looking back in those years, now I know why this year was so hard for me. Because instead of having a better attitude, instead of being like, whoa, I am gonna improve, I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna practice, and eventually I'm gonna pass the test and I'm gonna do better. You guys hear them? They just finished the show. I was so angry that I had to do it. But yet I chose this university. Nobody pushed me. This was my own choice. And now that I'm thinking, wow, if somebody would have only told me, listen, you gotta change your attitude here. You gotta embrace the challenge. You gotta just be happy. And when you change your attitude, the whole process will become much better. But I was so stubborn at that moment. I was like not seeing anything else, that it was so difficult for me. And it was a struggle to the point that I thought that I will quit. So it's a lesson in all of this. When I'm going to be facing these challenges, and we're going to do that, I just have to remember about my attitude. It's voluntary. I'm doing this on my own. So might not feel right and good right this moment, but when I finish, when I do this, the overcoming this obstacle, finishing this challenge, doing this, it's gonna be such a victory, because that's what it is. And that's what happened with me at my university, because I remember I couldn't pass the hurdles. It was such a struggle for weeks, that eventually when I passed and I didn't give up, I felt such a relief. I felt so good that I didn't quit. I was so happy with my own self that I did not quit, because it's the worst thing when you want something so bad and you actually allow the weaker side to control you. And I think the pain of regret is always stronger. The pain of quitting is stronger than trying and failing. And, you know, all of us hear coaches talk about this so much and for so long. But until you are in the trenches and doing it, it's so hard to understand. So I'm challenging you all to do something difficult, because that's when you're going to feel it. I want you to feel it. I don't want someone else feel upon you. I don't want somebody else's struggle be yours. This is your own journey, your own struggle. And then when you look at it, there are so many lessons. Because I have to tell you, like when I look at my university and all these things that I've done, and more I think, and more I kind of divide the topics and go deeper, I learn more and more about myself. I learn more and about just the situation, and it gives me topics for my shows, gives me topics to whatever, right? And it's a pattern sometimes of things that maybe I was doing in the past, and then I have to change my attitude towards something and learn something from it. So again, guys, I am encouraging you, join us for the challenge. I want to give you that link. Right here in my life, there is a ring. You just need to click on it to register, to join, and then you're gonna get information about the Zoom link. So you just need to register. And we're gonna have a screen open with us for 24/7. Do you see, will you see us all 24/7? It's not like we're gonna be sitting in front of the screen. People will be coming and going. People will be recovering. People probably will sit on our massage chair. I mean, ice bath, jacuzzi. We will have to have these recovery sessions. So you just show up and you do your work, make some comments, share our journey, and really help us here raise the money for this amazing charity, Tim Kennedy, because we doing this for the charity of Save Our Allies. That's the whole goal and whole idea behind this challenge. So with this said, I want to say thank you so much all for joining today, and I'm looking forward to see you soon. No excuses.